Hi, soulmates. Welcome to the second part of this crop top and high waist pencil skirt tutorial. I'm gonna need to attach the feathers and the lining to one part of the front pattern, but I'm going to show you how you're going to do it for the back. Now I told you I want to use feathers, so I just place the feathers on top of the fabric and I sew it together. So I'm not going to place the lining on top of it. I'll just use the lining to turn it. Do you understand? So I'll just place the lining on top of it. I'm gonna need to iron the interfacing on it. So I'll just turn it. I will turn the neck. That's what I'm showing you. I'll place it. I'll make sure that the neck is equal, the lining part and the fabric, and I'll turn it by half an inch. So I'm just going to run this stitch. So after doing that, I'll come and show you how it looks like. So I'm gonna head to turn the lining with the fabric. So I'm just notching the neck area. There's feathers there, so it will relax. Even if you are not using feathers, you can notch it too. So by the time you iron it, it's going to relax. So I'll just notch it very well. So after notching it, I'm going to open my lining. I open it and top stitch on the lining part of it. Top stitch gently on it so that the neck will relax. So I'm gonna add the top stitch on it now. So I'll just turn the lining over. The lining is shorter than the fabric by 1 inch. So you bring it close to the edge of the fabric. Make sure they align well and you hold it by half an inch. So after doing that, you see I've done it now. So you're now going to arrange the fabric. Make sure the neck part align. By the time they do that, by the time you arrange it very well, you will discover that the fabric has already entered. It will not be longer than the lining. So I'll just adjust it very well. Then on that zipper line, I'm going to hold it by half an inch. Just trying to allow to arrange the feathers very well. So on that zipper line, I'll hold it by half an inch. Then I'll close the sides too by half an inch. So I'll do that for the other part too. Iron it and come and show you. So after I'm done ironing, this is how the three parts look like. So you place the right side of the front to the right side of the back. Open up your shoulder area. Can you see what I'm doing? Just open it up, then sew it by half an inch. So I'm gonna ahead to hold it together. Can you see how neat it is from inside and out? So the next thing I want to do now is to close up the sides. So now I'm going to place the two sides together, the front and the side. So remember now that when we're drafting it was 1.5 inches I left and I've already used half inch to turn in the line. So I'm just going to take out 1 inch on both sides. So whatever allowance you kept, you are going to take it out now. So I'm just going to run the stitch on both sides and come and show you. So it's not time to attach a zipper. But when I was drafting it, I left 1.5 inch for zipper allowance and I've used half inch to turn in the lining. So the remaining 1 inch is what I'm going to use. So I'm just going to attach the zipper on that 1 inch mark. So I'll do that now. Come and show you how to draft the sleeve. So I'm gonna head to do that. So this is how my top is looking for now. So now it's not time for us to draft in our sleeve. So I'm gonna head to fold my fabric into four. So how wide you fold your fabric, it depends on how wide your sleeve you want the sleeve to be. So I want this a bit wide, so I unfold. This is like 13 inches of fold. So by the time she open it up, it will be 26 inches. So I'll go ahead and draw a border line of 1 inch. So all the measurement will start from that 1 inch. So I'll now measure the full length of the sleeve plus extra 1.5 inch for sewing in allowance. So I'll just measure it like that. So I'll go ahead to just cross check the length to know that maybe the length I measured is okay. So after doing that now, I'm not going to use my free hand to create a curve for the armhole. Do you understand? Since this is a free sleeve and it's a free top, there's no really drama about it. So I'll just create the curve. So after doing that now, I'm now going to bring my top. I'll measure the armhole of the top to know the width of the length of the armhole. So I'm just going to measure it now. So after measuring it, what anything I get, I'm going to cross check it on the armhole. I just use free hand to draw. So I'll just do it gently. It's free hand. I'll measure it. I'll mark whatever it is I got. I'll mark it. So you're not going to connect it for that place. Connect it to the edge of the sleeve. You are going to use a long ruler. So that's what I'm going to do now. So I'll connect it. So that's why I'm telling you that the wider you want the edge to be, the more fabric you fold, so that by the time you connect it, the down part will be very wide. But this is okay for the customer because she likes it this way. So I'm now going to come up by half an inch, then now mark it so it will be slanted to the center front. So it will be slanted. So after doing it now, it's now time for me to cut out my sleeve. So I'm just going to cut out my sleeve. So after doing that, then you also trim out that half an inch you went up from. So trim it out now, then our sleeve is ready. So the next thing I want to do now is to turn in the sleeve by that 1 inch. After turning it, fold it into two, then hold it by half an inch. Then after that, attach it to the body of the blouse. So now it's time for me to turn the lining. So I placed the lining on top of the fabric and I held the down part by half an inch. After doing that, I'll just arrange it the top part, then I'll hold the two sides by half an inch. So when I'm done, you see that the just like the upper part, the fabric will be inside so that our lining will not be popping out. So I've gone ahead to turn everything by with lining. I've ironed it too. So I'm going to bring back the two sides of the back. Remember when I was drafting, I told you to notch it. Can you see that the two sides now look like it's the hip line? So if you do not notch it and you're not used to this bolt allocation method, you will be confused. So after notching it now, on my zipper line, I'll now measure my 1 inch. You know, when I was drafting, I made the zipper line 1.5 and I've already held in the lining by by half inch. So I'll be left with 1 inch. So that's what I'm using. That's what I'll use. So what you're now going to do now, you are just going to close up the zipper line. Do you understand? Close it up. You will still open the upper part, but just close it up now. So the next thing we want to do now is to take out all our allowance. So on our hip line, you are going to measure this is the back, your back hips. You are going to measure it and mark it. Then you're also going to measure your waist. So you hold out the 1 inch for zipper allowance, then you measure your waist, you connect it. Remember that the upper hips is 11.25, so you connect it. So any distance you have now, the excess, so you are just going to measure it. Hope you understand what I'm saying because the two sides are looking at it like hips, but this side I'm measuring is the side allowance. I'm just holding out my back hips. So when I'm done like that, I'm going to bring out my front pattern and do the same thing to the front. So I'll just fold the front pattern into two. I'll fold it neatly. Then from from the waistline, you come down by half an inch. That half an inch you added for sewing allowance, you come down. Then from it, go up by 2 inch again and measure your hip line, which is 11 inches because this is a high waist skirt. So by the time you measure the 11 inches, then you're now going to mark your front hip allowance, your front hip measurement, sorry. Then you go up by 3 inches and mark your upper hip measurement too, just the way you did for the back. Then you are going to mark your waist measurement and you connect the 3 points together. Then whatever allowance that is left from there, you measure it. That's what you are going to use to measure it down. So I'm going to do it now. Then you're now going to take it to the machine and sew it and close it up. Do you understand? You can use pins for it to be easy, but I'm just going to close it up. So this is how our skirt is looking. I've also gone ahead to open the zipper part. Then I've gone ahead to iron our band. Unfold, it is 2.5 inch unfold. So by the time I fold half an inch on both sides, we'll be left with 2 inches unfold. I've ironed it now, so I'm going to sew it around. Then I'll turn it. And so this is the result of the beautiful crop top and skirt we drafted and made. So take care of yourself. Bye.